Thank you and good afternoon. I'm delighted to be here with you. I'll be very brief. Our U.S. Attorney obviously said well in terms of the foundation of American law. And we all have to look toward what is the American law in order for us as Americans to appreciate our obligations to support the American law. And I always find it amusing when members of various political parties run for office and then they declare stances that are clearly against the American Constitution, and yet they don't even know the American Constitution in order to correct themselves. So we're in a dilemma, in a sense, with the educating of America about what the American law is all about. I want to commend everyone who has spoken. I mean, obviously, the great Congressman Waters has been right on point with what she believes are some incredible trends that are happening in this nation. And I thank her for that. I also want to call out Mike Downey because I've seen this man emerge as one of the leaders, not only in Southern California, but in the United States, on how to develop a process and a procedure of training police officers to do the very thing that Congressman Waters' bill is asking to be done, and that is to protect the American society and not allow slippage in the police procedures when it deals with people of all our faiths. So thank you, Mike, for your leadership in that respect. Now let me speak from a further national point of view here. Los Angeles is the epicenter of diversity, bar no other place in the world. With 11 million people here, we have a special obligation to be the example for the rest of the nation, and I believe we are. I think that you'll find in the scope of how we look at our problems here is that we try to be as neighborly as we can be. In the educational process of understanding another race or another religion or another ethnicity, and even those who have language skills that are more diverse than, say, mine, since I only know how to speak one and do terrible with my Spanish. But the key to my point is there has to be diplomacy as a primary mission of all Americans. If you don't know someone and you have fears about someone for whatever your reasons are, I believe that the calling for all Americans is to reach out to who you fear and who you don't know and engage in a sensible dialogue so you can understand what your thoughts are in a more intellectual and accurate way. And so there's a lot of education to be done. I want to commend Secretary Janet Napolitano, working directly as a member of the cabinet for President Obama, for her effort to form an interfaith part of her advisory council, of which I'm a part of. I'm the co-chair of the Religious Interfaith Council for her department. And in that respect, we have a greater obligation to plan, to speak forwardly to the American public that all of our faiths have a role to play in keeping America safe. And when one religion is at threat, all religions are at threat. And we've seen this repeatedly in the history of mankind. So let us stand up together here. Whether we agree or not is not entirely possible in certain circumstances. But what we can agree to, that everyone has the right to live peacefully and not be threatened by anyone else. And I think therein is why I'm so pleased to be here. Thanks, Copa. I mean, we went a lot of places. We about clapped for Copa. And so that's my comments. Thank you very much.